The migrant crisis in the United States has been very devastating for the American people, with thousands crossing the border every day and millions over the last couple of years. And if you thought it was bad before, it's getting ready to get a lot worse. How's everybody doing today? And welcome to Ride IQ. My name is Ty. Thank you for watching. And I wish I had some good news to bring you folks today, but I don't have any good news for you today. You see, our border is under siege, and our federal government is doing absolutely nothing about it. This is a crisis of a magnitude that I can't even bring to words. And it's just going to get worse. See, Title 42 is getting ready to end, which means that there is no restraints on our federal government to allow as many illegal immigrants into this country as possible. And they are facilitating every single point in this process at our expense. They don't care what you say. They don't care what I say, what I think, what you feel, what I feel. They're going to do what they're going to do because it benefits them. How does it benefit them? Well, it benefits them because they get to bring in a new voting bloc. See, they feel that if they bring in these millions and millions of people that are poor throughout the United States, and they give them a free pass, and they give them citizenship, and they allow them to vote, that they're going to vote Democrat. And they're probably right. The problem is that when our president takes the oath, they take it on a Bible, and they swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And they're not doing it. And nobody, and I mean nobody, is getting in their way. You hear a few Republicans saying this is a problem and we need to do something about it. But this has been going on for 2 years, and absolutely nobody has done anything about it. Why are our Republican representatives not screaming from the rooftops, doing everything that they possibly can? Why are they not handcuffing this president and walking him out of the Oval Office? This doesn't make any sense. This is an invasion that could have been avoided because we didn't have this problem when Donald Trump, our real president, was sitting in that Oval Office. He built that big, beautiful wall, and the crossings went down to almost nothing. Record lows under President Trump. But under Biden, the first thing that he does was eliminate all policies that stood in the way of these immigrants coming across the border. And I don't blame the immigrants. The immigrants are not the problem. See, the red carpet has been rolled out for them. And it has made it easy for them to come over here. And I don't blame them for doing it. Heck, we're giving them free housing, free money, free food, American jobs. Why wouldn't they come? Why wouldn't they come? So I don't blame them. The people that I blame are the people who are allowing this to happen. And it's Mitch McConnell. It's Nancy Pelosi. It's Kevin McCarthy. It's our fearless leader, Joe Biden. Those are the people who are allowing this to happen, and they're doing nothing about it. You see, I believe the American people would have no problem sitting on that border and guarding it, making sure that this illegal immigrant crisis came to an end very quickly. But that's not going to happen. Do you think Joe Biden is going to allow that to happen? Those guys would probably be arrested. What should happen is our military should be on that border, armed and ready to go for anybody who tried to cross that border without permission. That's exactly what should happen. But it's not happening. What should happen is Joe Biden should have finished that fence. That's exactly what should happen. We wouldn't be having this problem right now. See, that border is not that difficult to secure. It's very easy, but you have to want to do it. And these guys don't want to. And I'm talking about the Republicans also. Because the Republicans and the Democrats, they're two sides of the same coin. If the Republicans wanted to stop it, they would find a way. Because I promise you, if the tables were turned and the liberals wanted to stop it, it would get stopped. I promise you. But we have weak Republicans in there. Now, hopefully we've hired some new Republicans, some new blood in there that might actually put up a fight. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. But with Kevin McCarthy at the helm, I don't see anything happening. But I have a few stories I want to go into. Now, this is going to be kind of a long video, so I want to break this up into two separate videos. Make it a little bit easier to digest, and it gives me the ability to put a little bit more time into it and get into the weeds a little bit more. And give my opinion on these particular points. So let's go ahead and go over to Breitbart right now. It says, exclusive, tens of thousands of migrants in Mexico heading to the U.S. border, says CBP source. There's the picture. There's a beautiful picture. Whole lot of people that we want in our country, right? These guys are going to contribute massively to our economy, and they're going to contribute to our social norms, right? Isn't that what they're going to do? These people are going to make America better, right? Isn't that what the Democrats say? They're going to make America better. So let's go ahead and go to this. A Border Patrol intelligence alert warns the situation along the southwest border is expected to worsen as tens of thousands of migrants prepare to move to the United States border from southern Mexico. According to a source within CBP, the report sent via official email advises Border Patrol agents that more than 40,000 migrants in southern Mexico may soon head north. And if those 40,000 make it, there will be another 40,000 and another 80,000 and another 80,000 after that. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop until this government pumps the brakes. We cannot save everybody in the world. We cannot feed everybody in the world. We cannot house everybody in the world. Just because they want to be here doesn't give them the right to be here. I am not against immigration. My wife is first generation American. My two sons that she had from a previous marriage were also Mexican. And so I don't have a problem with immigration. What I have a problem with is illegal immigration. And we all know the difference. I shouldn't have to parse these words. There is a difference. Legal migration, illegal migration. Legal migration means that you are invited to come in. You have passed all the criteria, you have done everything that we've asked you to do, and you deserve to be here. Illegal migration means that you crossed the border without permission. You jumped in line. You didn't pass the criteria. So you shouldn't be here. So I'm going to say illegal migration, because that's exactly what it is. These are illegal immigrants. They are not supposed to be here, according to our laws. Our laws have not been changed. So laws are not being followed. The border agents are going to be overwhelmed. See, their hands are being tied behind their back. They're babysitters is what they are. They are overpaid babysitters. And they don't like it. They're not happy with it either. But what are they supposed to do? If it wasn't for them, they would just be walking over the illegal immigrants would just be walking over the border unimpeded. At least with CBP there, even with their hands tied behind their back, at least we can at least locate them in the future. I hope. We are giving them phones, right? I'm assuming they're trackable. So with that being said, why are they not allowed to do their jobs? Why is the CBP not allowed to talk to the media? What are they trying to hide? I think we all know the answer to that. Because if we saw the bridges in Texas, and if they weren't skirting these illegal immigrants all throughout the United States in the dead of night, what would happen is that every single bridge in Texas would be covered. And then we would all see it. And then we would want to put a stop to it. So what they're trying to do is make it more visually appealing by not having those scenes everywhere. See, they gave Donald Trump a hard time about kids in cages and everything like that, and they don't want to have to deal with that. So what they do is they just don't lock them up. They don't house them over there. They don't contain them in any way. They just let them go. And we've let criminals across the border. We've let terrorists across the border, all so that they can have a new voting bloc. And from what I understand, Mexico is giving everybody that comes through Mexico a pass that gives them the ability to cross through Mexico and go straight to our southern border. See, they don't want them there. They're happy to give them a pass because if they didn't give them a pass, they would be housed there in Mexico. And they don't want that. They don't want those people there. Why do we want them here? If Mexico, which is probably a second world country, some people might call it a third world country, but if Mexico doesn't want them there, why would we want them here? Is that such a bad thing to ask yourself? I don't think so. And then over here, we have Texas to resume border wall construction after reaching deals with private property owners, Abbott says. The Texas government will resume construction of a wall on the state's border with Mexico, according to Governor Abbott. The announcement comes after the extended period of negotiation between Texas officials and private property owners for the construction of the infrastructure on their land. Now, I have a little bit of a problem with this. I'm happy that they're moving forward with that. I mean, like, we have Arizona doing something. They're putting the shipping crates on the border. Governor Abbott is building, finishing the fence over there. But he said that it took months for them to negotiate with the property owners. I have a hard time believing that these property owners were giving them a hard time. I've seen the videos of these poor farmers and landowners over there on the border that can't even walk outside of their house without being armed. And I don't know about you, but if I had that problem every single day, I would be happy to help. So I don't think that was the problem. They're just dragging their feet. Why is it taking them 2 years to do something about this? This has been going on for 2 years. And the poor people of Texas have just been overwhelmed. And Governor Abbott has just been dragging his feet. Now, I'm glad he's doing something about it, but isn't it a little bit late? There are millions of illegal immigrants already here. What's taking you so long? So I feel for you guys over there. But I'm glad that he did something about it. I mean, it's important, but it was important 2 years ago also. Let me go ahead and show you this video. I was watching this video on Fox News up here. And let's just watch a little bit of this. And let me go ahead and turn off my mic so that way you guys can hear a little bit about this. This will blow your mind a little bit.
Well, the administration is doing something on the border, but it is not what Arizona wanted to hear, suing the state right now for using a good many of these storage containers as a temporary solution to filling in the border wall gaps there. Mark Daniels probably can't believe it. He's a Cochise County, Arizona sheriff. Always enjoy having the sheriff on me because he speaks English and I can understand the big picture from him. So, Sheriff, good to have you back with us. You got to be a little perplexed by this. You're trying, or your governor is trying to sort of fill up those gaps along the border. The administration comes along and essentially sues him. What happens now?
Well, good afternoon, Neil. Let me just say this. The big question for public safety is, what side is our federal government on? I mean, there's only two sides. You have the public safety side that protects this country, protects Americans, or we have the side of the criminal cartels that don't want that border secured either. So it's alarming. Our governor has, and I speak as a sheriff in Cochise County, has stood up, worked with sheriffs that want to work with them, worked with the citizens to protect this country, protect this border in Arizona, and to see our federal government, Department of Justice, to come in and go after our governor is alarming. And let me just say this, and then you have people out there saying the governor needs to be arrested for protecting his state. I stand by Governor Ducey and all he's done for our state and this country.
Now, isn't that crazy? Our federal government, the DOJ, is suing Arizona to stop them from putting those containers on the border, to try to prohibit the illegal immigration coming through their state. They're suing them. Look, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And our federal government has done everything in their power to make this more difficult. Obviously, because this is what they want to do. But what is enough enough? When are the American people going to stand up and say, look, I've had enough of this? I don't know. But it's really, I mean, look, we shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to stand up and scream from the rooftops that this shouldn't be happening. Our elected leaders should be doing this. And it shouldn't matter whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. This is out of control. And it has to stop. So this will conclude the first part of our two-part series here. If you like what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. If you have any remarks as to what we've talked about so far, leave them in the comments. I'd be happy to hear what you guys have to say. I'm very interested. I live in California. It's been a sanctuary state for many years. Many years. I thought it was illegal to do that, but nobody has stopped Gavin Newsom from making that happen. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about him next. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Ride IQ is a new channel, so please like, subscribe, and share this video with all of your friends, because we have to support each other if we're going to win this battle. And if you agree or disagree, please leave your comments below so that we can have that discussion together. And I'll see you on the next video.